Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on this look right here. It is a very cool toned look. I did like gray eyes and a purpley mauve lip. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more of my videos. And let's just go ahead and jump into the tutorial. Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this Poetic shade from the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Romantics palette, and we are just going to use that as our transition shade today. So I'm taking that on my BH Cosmetics blending brush and just blending that into the crease so we don't have any harsh lines later on. So now moving on to the Lorac Pro 2 palette, I'm going to take the shade Cool Gray, and on a smaller brush, I'm just going to put that on the outer corner and then blend it up into the crease. I wanted to use a smaller brush with this color just because it is darker, and I want to keep that color nice and low so it doesn't really overwhelm the look and almost look a little bit muddy. And now going in with that BH brush, again, with no product on it, I'm just going to blend out the edges, like I said, just so we have no harsh lines and it's a very blended look. Now moving on to the shade Charcoal in the Lorac Pro 2 palette. I'm going to take that on a stiffer brush. This is one from BH Cosmetics. It's just a really packed brush, and so it places the color really opaquely and right where you want it. So I'm putting that just on the outer corner, and then with any extra product, just taking it like halfway into the crease. Again, I want to keep this color low and not bring it up too high so it doesn't look really muddy and like a hot mess. Once again, we're just going to take that BH brush with no product on it and blend out the edges. And then we're going to move on to the lid color. I'm going to take the shade Snow from the Lorac Pro 2 palette, and it's just a very shimmery white shade, and I really wanted to brighten this look up. So I'm just popping that right on the center of my eyelid, and then I'm going to take a fluffy brush from Sonia Kashuk and just kind of run that over the lids just to kind of make it look blended and not so stark white, make it look a little bit more diffused. And now I'm just going to go back in with a little bit more charcoal and just kind of blend that back into the crease just because that white kind of got in there and we don't really want anything to take away from that gray color. So then I'm going to go back in with a little bit of cool gray just to make sure that gray really is standing out. And now I'm just going to remove the tape and move on to the face. I'm going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer as always, and I'm just going to apply that in the center of my cheeks where my pores are the largest, and this primer really just fills in the pores and makes it for a really smooth surface for foundation, which I obviously love. And then I'm going to try a new foundation. I'm going to use the Ulta brand Demi Matte Foundation, and I use the shade Classic Ivory. I put it on with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, and it was okay. I can't really decide how I feel about it. I think it might be breaking me out, but I'm not exactly sure. But I will definitely keep you guys updated on how I like it. since I have some little friends that are trying to make their home my face, I am going to cover them up with my Hard Candy Glamoflague concealer. This concealer is so full coverage and it's awesome, and the best part is it's like $7. And then I'm just going to take this orange concealer from LA Colors or LA Girl, I'm sorry, and put that where my eyes are dark and blue. The orange just really counteracts the blue tones, so that's why I kind of just like to lay this concealer down first before I go in with my brightening concealer. It just really helps cancels out all those tones and makes it last longer, like the coverage lasts longer. And then I'm going to move on to this brightening concealer, the Maybelline Age Rewind Instant Brightener, whatever you want to call it. This concealer, this is my first time using it. It is like a cult classic, and so I'm finally trying it, and I really, really love it. It definitely brightens, and it's really creamy, and it's thin, so it doesn't feel super cakey on the face, which I love. And I'm just going to use my Real Technique sponge to blend this out. But I will say that I've also blended this out with a brush, and it works beautifully that way too. And now I'm just going to take the two lightest shades, the like matte shades in the NYX Contour Palette, and just set my under eye concealer so I get no creasing and everything just stays all day. Going back to the eyes, I'm going to use my Maybelline Line Stiletto and just align my eyes, do a nice little wing. I do have a how-to video on how I do liquid eyeliner, so I will leave that down below for you guys, just because watching it like this can be kind of long, and also you're not going to be able to see it really well. Now going in with the more cool tone shade in the NYX Contour Palette, I'm going to use a brush from Sonia Kashuk and just kind of carve out those cheekbones with this. And this brush is really nice. It's a contour brush, but it's slanted a little bit and it really blends very nicely. So I really, really recommend it. It is from her fall collection kit, but I recently found that kit on clearance at Target. So if you can find it, I would definitely snatch it up. And now going in with the bronzer shade in the NYX Contour Kit, or I guess one of the bronzer shades, I'm going to take the e.l.f. blending brush. It's just like a big fluffy fan brush almost, and I'm just going to bronze up the face. I'm doing the temples, the top of the forehead, the cheekbones, just to kind of warm everything up and kind of also to help blend out that contour. And then I'm going to take the shade Blackberry. It is a B Matte blush from City Color Cosmetics. And I'm just going to apply that to the apples of the cheeks. I love this blush. I think it is so beautiful. And the best part is it's like $2.99 at Five Below and $4.99 on the City Color website. And then I'm going to go in with an oldie but a goodie, the Mary-Lou Minizer Highlighter from theBalm. Mine kind of broke, so I had to put it back together. But it is just a beautiful, beautiful highlight. It's this really shimmery vanilla shade that I love. And then I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply some good old Maybelline Full and Soft. And then I'm going to apply some falsies. I did use the Ardell Wispies for this look, but I did apply those off camera as well as do my brows off camera. So moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to take the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Tough as Taupe. It is a beautiful matte taupe shade, and I'm going to take that on a flat little brush that I have from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to push that color right into my lower lash line and just kind of connect it to the black wing eyeliner we have on our upper lash line. And I'm also going to press that color in right to the waterline, just so there are no like gaps and everything looks really seamless and blended. And then I'm going to take the shade Cool Gray again and just kind of blend that out, make it a little bit more smoky. You can skip this step if you don't want it to be super smoky, but you know me, I go big or I go home. So then I'm going to go in with the shade Snow again from the Lorac Pro 2 palette and just highlight my inner corner just to add a nice little pop of shimmer. I love this as an inner corner highlight. I use it quite frequently. And then for the brow bone, I wanted to do something a little bit more matte. I'm going to go in with the shade Peaceful from the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Romantics palette. That's quite the name. And I am just going to apply that to my brow bone. I didn't want the brow bone to be super shimmery, so I went in with a matte shade instead. And I think it worked out really well. And then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Lash Discovery and put that on my lower lashes. And then I'm going to take my Full and Soft again and just run that over the top to make sure the fake lashes and my real lashes blend together. And then I'm going to take the matte lip color from e.l.f. in the shade Tea Rose and put that on. And then on top of that, I'm going to use the Maybelline Color Elixir Gloss in the shade Mauve Mystique. And it just makes this really purpley mauve, muted plum almost color that I think just looks absolutely stunning. And then once that is on, your look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye!